Now that the dust has settled on what will become one of the most notable falls from grace within the crypto market ever, I think it's time to ask, what happened to Terra LUNA and UST? On May the 9th, and after 18 months of steadily tracking the value of the dollar, the so-called stablecoin UST became unpegged. Essentially, one UST was always meant to be worth $1, and that is now no longer the case. This divergence ultimately crashed not only UST and Terra LUNA, but was also a contributing factor to the entire cryptocurrency downturn that we're seeing at the moment. So why did this happen? Is it something you should be aware of for any of the cryptocurrencies you currently invest in? And what does this mean for the future of cryptocurrency? Both UST and Luna exist on the Terra blockchain, with both managed by the Luna Foundation Guard. Over the last few months, the Luna Foundation Guard have been buying up Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to try and prevent a crash in the Terra network from happening. Didn't really work. UST is essentially an algorithmic stablecoin, which means that its value is not backed up by reserves of the dollar in which it tracks. Instead, UST uses its partner Luna to maintain its value. Each UST token minted essentially removes $1 worth of Luna from circulation and vice versa, and this is essentially designed to prop up the value of the crypto. To me, it sounds just a little bit sketchy. When everything started going wrong, and in an effort to bring UST back in line with the US dollar when its price began to drop, Luna Foundation Guard used its other cryptocurrency holdings to buy huge amounts of UST. This was supposed to artificially force the price back up. In doing this, large quantities of Luna essentially flooded the market, making the coin almost worthless. While nobody really knows what caused the price fall, there are several theories circulating. One such theory suggests that somebody dumped $350 million worth of UST all at once. Doing this then forced Luna Foundation Guard to offload their Bitcoin, thereby causing the price to fall. Clearly there was money to be made here by manipulation, and anyone who was shorting Bitcoin could have stood to make millions of dollars. On-chain wizards suggested that if an attacker had done this purposefully and correctly, they could have stood to make almost $1 billion on the trade. Now that is not to be sniffed at. UST's demise saw it trade at less than 10 cents per share, a far cry from the dollar it was designed to track. The value of UST currently sits at under 9 cents per token. Luna dropped more than 99% from a peak of over $110 per coin, all the way down to 1/10,000th of a cent. In total, almost $60 billion was wiped from the combined market cap of the coins. People have lost literally thousands on this, with lots of reports of people losing life savings, having essentially gambled it on a cryptocurrency. With this, Bitcoin and Ethereum are now trading at 18-month lows, and the entire cryptocurrency market is still shaking. One measure of market sentiment, the Fear and Greed Index, is at its lowest point since March of 2020, when pandemic-induced fear saw the price of Bitcoin fall below $5,000. There are now plans out there to try to revive Luna, but is it even worth it? The revival plan involves something called a hard fork, but there's people out there who say that's not even going to work. Therefore, the future of Luna and UST remains uncertain, but this is not the first and by no means the worst crash that we've seen in the cryptocurrency market. Every single time before, we've recovered to new all-time highs, and some analysts think that this time will be no different. So could this be a time to buy Luna at a record low price? Definitely, because Luna is at a record low price, so no matter what happens to it in the future, you're still going to be buying at that record low price for now. But the point is, it could lose another 99% tomorrow, and then a further 99% the day after that, and we never know where it's going to go. Luna is therefore in trouble, and this is unlikely to change potentially ever, especially with their revival plans in tatters. It may bounce back over a matter of years, but with all cryptocurrencies, again, there seems to be this cult-like following which is blinkered to the reality. There's again an unwavering and unfounded belief that everything will just be all right, and to just buy the dip and money will come at some point in the future, which is just so wrong. It's gambling and it should not be done. The most likely outcome of this is that Luna will become just another fossil on the pile of old cryptos that have crashed, burned, never to return. As always, this is not financial advice. By all means, go out and buy the token, but I would strongly recommend considering why you're investing in it. Is it because you're being greedy and hopeful and you want that to return to its pre-crash heights? Or is it because you actually think there's merit in the coin? Please be aware of the massive risk you'd be taking if you did invest into this coin at the moment. So as always, definitely do not invest more than you can afford to lose, because you likely will. It could quite easily lose another 99% tomorrow. If you've enjoyed this quick update on the cryptocurrency market and what's been going on with Luna, please drop a like on the video and drop a comment down below on what you think of the cryptocurrency space. Is this just another pyramid or Ponzi scheme, and are cryptocurrencies really all they're cracked up to be? Let me know in the comments below. If you do also enjoy content like this, please consider subscribing to the channel to catch all of my future Vanguard updates, portfolio updates, and everything else to do with investing. I'm slowly moving my cryptocurrency holdings from eToro over to Coinbase for a variety of different reasons that we'll touch on in the future. So if you do fancy hopping onto Coinbase and grabbing some free Bitcoin, there's a link down below which will give you around $8 of free Bitcoin when you sign up and invest about $80, I think it is. With value so low, it could be the perfect time to start investing in cryptocurrency, obviously in a cryptocurrency that we can trust. I'm sure this year is going to shake a lot of people out of the crypto market, but it's going to be really interesting to see what happens over the next 6 months. And with that said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.